Good morning. Our objective for today is to learn how to convert words and real life situations into equations. In the beginning, let's discuss what do we mean by an equation. An equation is a statement that shows two quantities that are equal. For example, 8 plus 12 equals to 20. So like we are talking about a balance which has two sides and these two sides are equal. Let's read this question. For a rental car, Dave was charged $79.99 plus $0.08 for every mile he drove. So, as we learned before, we write 79.99. Since we have a plus here, which means addition, plus 0.08 for every mile. Do you remember what you mean by the word for? Which operation does it represent? Of course, it represents multiplication. So it means 0.08 times m. Or we can simply write 0.08 m. Now this is considered an expression. Why? Because it consists of numbers, operation, and a variable. While when you move to speak about equation, it means we have equal sign and we have another side. Let's read this problem. It costs 59.60 to fill up the soccer team's van with gas. Gas costs $2.98 per gallon. Do you remember what you mean by the word per? Yes, you are right. It means multiplication. So we can write 2.98 per gallon, which means times G, equals to 59.60 because they told me that it cost them at all 59.60. Write an equation. See, we were talking about expressions, now we are talking about equations. And the main difference is an equal sign. So the equation is like the expression but with two sides which are equal. For today, we are not going to learn how to solve these equations and find the value of the variable. We are only going to focus on how to write the linear equation that models problem situation. In other words, I'm going to convert word problems into equations, which means numbers, variables, and equal sign. And of course, operations. Okay. Now I'm going to solve some questions from page 323 in your math book. Okay, let's begin with the question number 1. Actually, before that, I would memorize you or review with you the keywords for the operation. For example, when you read the word a number increased by 3. Increased, it means addition. When you read a number plus 7, so plus, of course, it means addition. When I tell you a number decreased by 18, for example, it means subtraction. Okay, can you give me other words which mean subtraction? We can say the difference. We can say minus, also less, fewer, and we have a lot of choices. I would focus on less and fewer because they are special keywords and I'm gonna tell you later why they are special. Let's mention some keywords for multiplication and division. For multiplication, we can use the word for, each, pair, times, or simply you can say multiply. Also, we have a special word, the product. What do we mean by product? It means the answer of multiplication or the result of multiplication. While division, it has a lot of keywords, like a number was divided into two equal parts. A number was split into two equal parts. $25 was distributed among a group of boys. Also the word among. Also, we have a special word quotient. When I tell you the quotient of 18 and 9, it means 18 divided by 9. Okay, and I remember another word for multiplication, we can say of. So, when someone tell you 3 over 5 of a number, it means 3 over 5 times that number. It's really important to keep this table in your notebook so you can memorize these words. What does it stand for which operation. Okay, let's begin with the question number 1. 25 is, so we write 25 is. Always the word is stands for equal sign. 13 more, so 13 more. What do you mean by more? It means addition. More than a number, which means plus m. So is it choice A or choice B? Of course it's a choice A, the first choice. This is a question number 1. Okay. Question number 2. 10 times the number. So stop. 10 times, which is clear, it's multiplication, the number, it's unknown, is 120. I wrote an equal sign because of the word is. 120. Or you can write 10m equals 120. Because as you know, when there is no operation over here, it means 10 times m. Till now, it looks very simple. Let's move to question number 3. 6 fewer than a number is 12 and 2/3. This question is really important. Okay, in the beginning, I want to ask you something. If I told you I got 3 fewer than Omar in the quiz, and Omar actually he got 10, does it mean I got 7? Yes, it is, because I got three fewer than Omar. Okay, does it mean 3 minus 10 or 10 minus 3? No need to think about it. It's clear it's 10 minus 3, right? So you can see that fewer, it means subtraction, and also it means you need to switch. Yani I don't write 3 minus 10, I'm gonna write 10 minus 3. Yani I'm gonna switch the numbers. See why it's very important? Also the word less. When you see 3 less than Umar, it means 10 minus 3, not 3 minus 10. Is it clear? Okay, let's go back to my question. 6 fewer than a number. And we have a number x, and we have 6 fewer than it. Is it 6 minus x or x minus 6? Yes, you are right. It means x minus 6. Because we know the word fewer, it means subtraction, and also it means switching. So x minus 6 is, which means equal, 12 and 2/3. As simple as this. Remember, in this lesson, we are not going to find the value of x. We are just writing the equations. We are converting. Let's move to question number 4. The quotient. I see we are talking here about division. You are right, because of the word quotient. The quotient of 20.7, so 20.7, and a number, يعني 20.7 divided by a number is, which means equal, 9. Is it clear? Okay. Also, I want you to focus on the question. When I tell you the quotient of 20.7 and the number, you need to write them in order. We can't say g divided by 20.7 because in division and subtraction I care about the order. Is 2 divided by 3 the same as 3.2? No, they are not the same. So I should focus on the order of numbers. Is it clear till now? Okay, let's solve the rest of the questions. Question number 6. 2/3 of a number. As I told you, of it means multiply. So 2/3 of a number we can write times g, or simply write 23rd g, is 18. Is, which means equal to 18. Question number 7. 56 fewer than g. Question number 7. 56 fewer than g is 40. Does it look right? No, it's not. Because remember, the word fewer, it means subtract and also switch them, which means g minus 56 equals 40. Please focus on this. Okay. Question 8. 18.5 is. So stop. 18.5 is. What do you mean by is? Equal sign. 75 more. What do you mean by the word more? It means addition. So 75 plus the more than twice a number. Actually, twice a number, it's really important too, because some students, they will think twice a number it means m plus 2, or they will think it's m squared. Actually, no, it's not. Twice, it means 2 times m, or simply 2m. So let's go back. 18.5 is 75 plus 75 more than twice a number, so it means plus 2m. Okay. Question number 9. 3.67 less than a number. Oh, I see less, which means there is a switching. So 3.67 less than a number, it means a number, let's say y, minus 3.67. I did switching because of the word less, equals to 46.33. Again, I'm not interested what is the value of y. I'm just interested today about how to convert from words to equations. Question number 10. 8 times a number, it's very simple. 8 times a number is 62. Or simply 8m equals 62. It looks more professional when you write it 8m. Question number 11. The quotient, again it means division, of a number, يعني m and 3 divided by 3 is 16. Alright, as simple as this. So, the conclusion from today, we converted the word problems and the real life situations into equations. Some important notes. Number 1, the words fewer and the word less, both of them, it means subtract and switch, which means when I say 3 less than a number, it means x minus 3. The same as when we say 3 fewer than a number. The second note, when we say twice a number, it means 2 times the number, which means 2n or 2m, 2y, whatever. But what if I said triple a number? Yes, you are right. It means 3m, which means 3 times m. Oops. The third note, when I tell you a number squared, it means m to power of 2, while a number cubed, it means m cubed. As simple as this. Okay. Also, let's move now to questions 12 to 16. Here they ask you to do the opposite. They give you the equation ready and you need to write it as a word sentence. Let's begin with the question number 12. X minus 21 equals 6. So, we have a lot of options. I can use them. I can say a number decreased by 21 is 6. I can write 21 fewer than a number is 6. We can also say 21 less than a number is 6. We can say a number minus 21 equals to 6. Okay, I'm gonna write one of these options. 21 less than a number is 6. Question 13. 25 equals to 1/3 of a number. You can say 25 equals or 25 is 1/3 of a number. Actually, I prefer this. When we have a fraction times a variable, to say 1/3 of a number. Okay? You can also say 1/3 times a number. You can say the product of 1/3 and the number. Please don't write 1/3 times n. Okay? You say you can um, say instead of n, يعني don't mention the letter, say a number. Alright, let's write one of these options. 25 is 1/3 of a number. Question number 14. Okay, 15g equals to 135. It's very clear. It means 15 times g times a number. Of course, I'm not gonna write g. Is 135. Is, it means to equal. You can also say the product of 15 and a number is 135. Oops. Okay. W divided by 3 whole and 1/3 equals 5/6. We can say the quotient of a number and the 3 whole and 1/3 is 5/6, or we can say a number was divided by 3 whole and 1/3 and equals 5/6. Also, we can say a number was split into 3 parts and 1/3 and it equals to 5/6. So let me write one of these options. I prefer to use the word quotient. Seems more professional, right? So the quotient of a number and 3 and 1/3 is 5/6. Okay, the last question, we have g minus 9 is 10. You can say 9 less than a number is 10. You can say 9 fewer than a number is 10. You can say a number minus 9 is 10. Or the difference between a number and 9 is 10. I'm gonna write a number decreased by 9 is 10 or equals to 10. And that's it. Okay, for any additional question, please write any note below this video. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.